There's a very famous Italian restaurant in Sydney that makes the most magical cream and egg pasta. They take it to the next level by adding lots of truffle, but I'm going to try to make my interpretation just by using cream, parmesan and egg. It is to die for. The best thing about it, it's all about simplicity and good ingredients. Now first up, we need to fry an egg, so we'll get that on. I'm just going to heat up my pan on a medium heat. And I'll add just a splash of extra virgin olive oil along with 1 knob of butter. Now I add the combination of oil and butter so the butter doesn't burn. So it's almost like a little protective blanket. I'm just using a fork just to spread that butter around and allow it to melt. And now we can add our egg. So just 1 egg, I'm just going to make 1 portion today. And I'll just crack that into a bowl first. Beautiful fresh eggs there, and then in with the egg. Now you can see that it's just gently bubbling away there. I've got this on a medium heat on my induction, and I don't want to overcook this egg or break that yolk, because what's going to happen is when I put this on top of the pasta, I want to mix it all together so that yolk is still runny. But what I do want to do is just break a little bit of that white there so it does cook evenly. Now let's get our pasta on. I'm using fresh Pappardelle pasta. I like to use this because it only takes 4 minutes to cook. It's all about cooking fast with this recipe. So I've got some water rapidly boiling. I put this on the highest heat, and that's what I love about induction. It does heat up super quickly, and you can also get accurate cooking when it comes to cooking on low heat too. So a good pinch of salt, lots of salt in that water, and then we'll add a Pappardelle pasta. Perfect. Now you can see that this egg is cooked. It's just set and it's crispy on the outside. I love that. So I'm going to take it out of the pan now and pop that on a plate. And now I'm going to turn the heat up just on a medium temperature, and we can add the rest of our butter. So there's probably about 20 grams of butter there. Just swirl it around the pan and allow that to become really frothy. Keeping an eye on it because we don't want it to burn again. And now we can add our cream. So we need about 150 milliliters of pure cream, and we'll pour that into our butter. Now that the cream is in there, we'll just give it a swirl and just allow it to thicken. You don't want this to rapidly boil because it will split the cream. We want this to be really glossy and velvety. So it's going to take about another 2 minutes. We'll wait for that pasta to cook, and then it's ready. Now this pasta is perfectly cooked, al dente as we like to say. So now I'm going to take it directly out of the pot and into the sauce. I don't mind if some of the water goes into the cream sauce because it's going to help thicken and coat each strand of the Pappardelle pasta. So we'll add that, and now we need lots of pepper for this. It really makes a difference. About ½ teaspoon's worth, or as much as you can handle. And then we're going to add our cheese. A generous handful of Parmesan or Pecorino cheese if you like. And then we'll give this a swirl and a toss and coat each individual strand of pasta in that yummy cream sauce. Give it a swirl. I've turned the heat off. When you're working with Parmesan cheese, you don't want the heat on because it will start to become quite waxy and clumpy. We want it to coat the pasta and really mingle with all of that cream. And you can see the pasta is not in a pool of cream. It's just the perfect ratio of pasta to sauce. Okay, this is ready. Let's plate up a nice generous amount of this into a bowl. More. Perfect. And now we'll add that gorgeous egg that we fried on top. I did say a lot of pepper, so I'll add a little more pepper and Parmesan cheese. And I haven't salted the egg yet, so lots of salt on that egg yolk. And this is what it's all about when it comes to this dish. All about the theatre of eating this pasta, breaking that egg yolk, oh yes, and then mixing it in with the pasta. So you got a bit of cooked egg, a bit of soft runny yolk. I'm gonna stop talking now because I must taste this. Buonissimo. That's the only way I can describe this delicious pasta.